Eamon Connolly from Newry BID, and I am delighted to be working in partnership with Deborah Loughran from King Communication. Newry BID is working with Deborah to provide support on Google My Business for a key element of digital communication and marketing for our Newry members.
Thank you very much for that introduction, Eamon. We don't have him on the screen, but I'm delighted to be working with Newry BID on starting to look at digital strategy and how you can increase your online visibility for free, basically, with Google and Newry BID. So thank you for that, Eamon. And hopefully what we're going to do today is talk you through how Google My Business can work for you. And that's whether you're already using it or whether you haven't been introduced to it yet. So I suppose where I want to start is that we all work hard on our social media, on our websites and our online presence, but it's important to make sure that we're also maximising those free tools that exist. So the likes of Google and that has just got so intelligent now that they're creating a lot of their own tools to gather data and also to, I suppose, work with businesses and maximise their potential. And one of the easiest things to do is to use the tools that are provided by Google to help your business. In the last year, Google has consistently maintained a 93% share of search engine market, and that's according to the UK's stats counter. So that's absolutely phenomenal, and and it's a no-brainer. Why would we not use Google to support our businesses and support what we're trying to do? There's loads of Google tools out there and support. Many of you will be using some of these already, such as Google Analytics, the G Suite. The Google Digital Garage is fantastic as well for training and support on your digital and social media. But today we're going to focus on perhaps the simplest one for businesses to utilise, and that is Google My Business. So Google My Business is a free business profile that lets you easily connect with your customers across Google Search and across Maps. Now, a lot of you will have already heard of this and some of you will be using it, and we'll talk about that in a little while. But to increase your chances of showing up in local search results, you need to claim and verify your Google My Business listing and take that time to regularly optimize your listing. And doing this will help your business appear in search and maps even more frequently. So a lot of people spend money on search engine optimization and Google ads, Facebook ads, and in fact they're not using the free tools that exist and the ways that you can actually get yourself further up the search engine rankings for free. In a recent survey that Newry BID had done in relation to returning to the high street and returning to the city centre after COVID-19, they found that 94% of respondents have access to a smartphone. So we want those people to be able to find your business, and more of those people are, especially if we put our visitor hats on in terms of coming into Newry. Think of how you use your phone when you're in other cities and other towns. You will immediately maybe search for coffee shop near me, particular business near me, or car parking near me. So that's exactly what we want to optimize today and talk about. So many of you will have already claimed your Google My Business listing and perhaps will be using it well. There may, however, be many other businesses who have not. Customers may have left reviews of your business, good or bad, and you might never have seen them. I've seen quite a lot of businesses recently who have poor reviews or inaccurate photos, no opening hours listed, no features, no mention of changes in services in relation to COVID-19. And all of these things can be easily addressed and help you improve your online presence at absolutely no cost. So if you have changed your opening hours due to COVID-19, and somebody goes on and searches for your business online and sees that you're supposed to be open, because in normal circumstances you would be open, they go to visit your premises and you're not in fact open, well, they're not going to be a very happy customer. So it's important to try to keep all of that information up to date. So we want to change this to ensure that every business in the Newry BID area is maximising its opportunity through Google My Business, and also then helping to improve Newry's overall rating and listings on Google. So what we've done here is we have developed two short how-to guides. We'll ask you to listen to the details in this video of what's included in the beginner guide, and also then we've got a combined intermediate stroke advanced guide. We'll then ask you to vote in the poll included with the email where you get this video as to where you think you now are in relation to Google My Business, because by doing this, this will allow us to see where we actually stand in relation to Newry's overall Google My Business presence. We'll then invite you to a how-to webinar guide for your particular stage, which we will make interactive, and I will deliver that programme for you, and it's an opportunity for you to chat and ask questions and discuss where you are at on your journey. We'll then check back with you, hopefully we're aiming towards the end of August if we get those webinars delivered over the next couple of weeks, with to see what improvements you've made and how you're currently using the service now. Then if you need additional help, BID will provide one-to-one support on request. So even with this video and the webinars, etc., there will still be some businesses who just can't get their head around it, and hopefully we'll be able to help with a little bit of one-to-one support on request for that. So where to start? So this is to define where you're at in your Google My Business journey. If you're at beginner level, you may never have heard of Google My Business before, or you have, but you just haven't had time or the know-how to do anything about it. So in this case, what we'll do is we'll talk you through how to check your current Google My Business status, how to claim your profile, and how to start using it. So if you're at beginner level, that's the how-to webinar for you to join. And don't be afraid if you don't have any technical knowledge, because what I'm going to do in those webinars is actually walk you through exactly how to do it. Then if you think you're at intermediate level, what you'll probably have done is you'll probably have claimed your Google My Business profile, or somebody in your business will have, but you maybe have forgotten about it. Your profile may need tidied up, and you could perhaps download the app to manage the insights and reviews as well as making regular updates to the page. You may also want to avail of, through Google My Business, they've got a free website option. Now, it's a very simple web presence, but for somebody who doesn't have a website and has the know-how and ability to actually deliver that, it can be better than having no web presence. So it's a completely free tool that you can create a very simple website presence for yourself through Google My Business as well. So if you think you're at advanced level, that's for the businesses who have claimed their Google My Business profile, they keep it up to date, they've updated it in relation to changed trading hours through COVID-19, you perhaps have it linked to your website, you manage the reviews and respond in the same way whatever you do on social media. So whatever your strategy is for responding to reviews or comments on social media, that you perhaps do the same thing through your Google My Business. Your information and your photos are fresh. You might be thinking, going, well, what can I get out of this video, or this webinar? The point is, it's looking at what else can you do. So you now can provide 360-degree photos or videos of your premises. It used to be that you needed a specialist even to do the 360-degree photos. That's not the case now. You can absolutely do these yourself, and we'll talk you through how to do that. You can ensure your profile is fully optimized for your business in terms of SEO. So using the type of things that people are searching for in relation to your business. You can encourage your customers or clients to leave you positive reviews, and you can also maybe learn how to use the insights to shape your digital media strategy. So again, there's a really decent set of insights that come with Google My Business, and things you would never think of. So when you flick onto your phone to look for maybe a restaurant or a service, and you click onto their Google My Business profile and click through to phone directly to that number, the insights in Google My Business will tell the business owner that. So you can see how many people actually phoned your premises directly from Google My Business. So it's always good to know those sort of things, so you know where your customers are actually coming from. Another thing that is available is this premise of local guides. So you could possibly have a look at becoming a local guide. Now, you can't do this through your business profile, but you can do it personally. and this would allow anybody who would like to help other businesses in the city, or who has got a wider I suppose civic duty, by posting reviews and information about places that you had visited in and around Newry. And our advanced guides will talk you through how to do some of these activities and try to drive continuous improvement of your profile. So what's next? Really what we want you to do is to respond to this by clicking the poll in the email which has come with this, to say what stage you think you're at in your Google My Business journey. Newry BID will then invite you to our short how-to webinar guides, where we'll walk you through how to make the appropriate changes to your profile. And we'll make that very, very simple for you. So maybe if you have your phone on you at that particular time, you can actually work on your own profile while we're doing that. We'll also be appealing for local guides across the city to drive reviews of the products and services that they have received, to try and improve Newry's overall listing. And it's important as well that we engage with council and relevant departments to improve the listings for public services in the city. So this includes car parks, which at the minute I don't believe are currently well updated with key locations, costs and opening times, etc. So we'll be doing a little bit of lobbying there to ensure that they're improved through the Google My Business. Again, putting our visitor hat on and seeing what Newry looks like holistically when you come to visit. So thank you very much for your time. I hope that was useful and give you an insight into what we're going to be trying to do through Newry BID and Google My Business over the coming months. And we look forward to you joining us on one of the Google My Business webinars. Thank you very much.